everyone, my name is Tokika Uzuru, also known as Toki, that is Loki but with a T. And welcome back to my channel where under normal circumstances we would go ahead and talk about your spiritual well-being, but today I'm going to be talking more about physical health. Specifically, what I wish I knew on my weight loss journey. But before I get to the actual point of this video, I would like to announce that one, if you don't want to lose weight, you don't have to go ahead and watch the rest of this video. I mean, I would like it if you do so, but you probably wouldn't need the information in this video anyway. You don't have to lose weight. But if you would like to, here are some things that I think you should know as you begin. Number one, drinking water. Drinking more water is very important. Old wives' tale that you need to drink 8-ounce glasses. 8-ounce glasses or cups of water a day. Then someone else told me that you should be drinking at least like half your body weight in water. And honestly, that seems like a lot of water to be drinking. And how are you going to get yourself to be drinking that much water in the first place? Drinking more water will help clear out your skin, aid in digestion, push out unnecessary toxins, or at least help out the parts, your organs that are supposed to do that in the first place, and keep you full even though you didn't really eat, even though you had like a small portion of something. So it also helps in lessening the amount of calories you consume. Because in order to lose weight, you need to burn more calories than you consume, which means you need to burn off more calories than you take in by eating or drinking, because a lot of beverages are high in calories and are not very filling. So in order to help out, I will advise you this time to pause the video and get yourself a 16-ounce glass of water or a 16.9-ounce bottle of water and drink half of it. I will wait. You did it? Good, now we can move on. Second thing that I would like to go ahead and point out is that you don't really need to exercise. Yes, I did say earlier, you need to burn off more calories than you consume or than you take in. But that does not mean that you have to exercise. However, old wives' tale again, or more to the point, studies have shown, I'm not really sure exactly what studies they're talking about. Don't quote me on this one. But at least 30 minutes to an hour of physical activity a day can keep you healthy, both mentally and physically. Personally, I like doing Pilates in the morning, and then anything else that I do in that day is extra. Number 3, you can't outrun a bad diet. What I mean by a bad diet is one that contains less nutritious foods, more foods that have less nutrition. AKA what they would classify as junk foods or bad foods.
But food can't really be good or bad unless it's spoiled or expired.
So having more nutrient dense, low calorie or nutritious foods will help in keeping enough energy for you to go ahead and go about your day, or even do any type of exercises that you want to as you lose the weight. The fourth one on the list is mental evaluations very often. Figuring out the little triggers in your brain that switch on, oh, I need to eat an egregious amount of food because I need to fill some sort of emotional hole that is not there. For me personally, it's either boredom or emotional spikes, where I'm not feeling me, I'm not feeling that great that day, so I feel like in order to try to help that, I emotionally eat foods that are not nutrient rich or nutritious. And again, that could hinder weight loss because calories in, calories out, and if it's not like this, you're not losing weight. So number 5, it's not a linear thing. You'll end up gaining weight or losing weight or plateauing all throughout your journey. It's a thing that happens and it's natural. You don't need to go ahead and worry about it unless you fell off the wagon, in which picking yourself up after you fall off is probably going to be the hardest thing. But as soon as you get through it, it'll become easier if you fall off to go ahead and get back on track. You're probably going to have to change around what you eat, how often you eat, whether you exercise or not, what you're doing for the 30 minutes to an hour of physical activity. You're going to have to change a lot of that depending on what works and what doesn't work. Which goes into the next one, number 6. Not everyone loses weight the same way. This is going to be one of those mind-blowing things that you're probably not going to be thinking about until after I point this out. But is there a reason why a specific fat diet doesn't work for one person but works for another? And yes, it's because our bodies are different. Our bodies will go ahead and lose or gain weight at different rates or differently. Our body also loses fat differently, so maybe you'll lose more of the fat in like your sides, or you start to gain more fat in your arms. That's the thing that happens. Trying out new things is fine, but always have a baseline that you can go back to that works. And then try something new. And last but not least, make it fun, because we're in it for the long haul. You don't want to just lose the weight. You want to lose the weight and keep the weight off. So in order to do that, you're going to have to make lifestyle changes. And because of the fact that these are lifestyle changes, you have to make it so that you want to continue, which make it fun. Maybe it's doing activities that keep your mind off of boredom eating, or maybe it's doing activities that you love to do to keep you from going into those downward spirals of depression that makes you want to binge eat. Or maybe it's trying out a new recipe to cook, or personally I like baking, but that's kind of counterproductive because I also like eating baked goods. But try to find things that make this journey fun. Whether it's going out and having like a stroll or a jog with friends, or doing a YouTube workout, because that's what I do. It's gonna be very difficult to go ahead and try to balance all of these things, but once you get there, you're gonna feel good about it. And that's in a nutshell what you want from this. You want to feel good. You want to feel like you can do things like this. And that's what this video is supposed to be about. You're working for the long haul. You're trying to make sure that you make lifestyle choices, and you have to make this fun and keep it interesting so you can stick with it. It's gonna be rough at first. You're not gonna feel like you want to do it. Make sure that you're doing this because you want to. And I think that's about it. So now that I'm about to go ahead and finish up this video, let's just continue with, first of all, I need to drink water because I did it the last few times when I tried to record this and it didn't go as planned. By the way, this is a water bottle that my mom ended up giving me because she ended up buying a pack of 2. And my inner child is like screaming because there's a button that she can play with. And I'm like, you know what? If we're going to be playing with the button, might as well drink the water out of it first. So that's what's keeping me drinking more water, because child wants to play with the button. And now I think it is time for the stereotypical YouTuber outro, where I sound like a stereotypical YouTuber, and I understand how annoying it gets. But, stereotypical YouTuber outro. Don't forget to like this video if you like the content, or if you want to go ahead and see more content on me talking about health and all of the little aspects that has to deal with that, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual health. Comment below any more topics that you would like for me to go ahead and talk about on my channel, because I usually choose what I want to go ahead and talk about for that day, but it's getting very difficult to try to figure out what it is. I'm also getting very lazy at planning my videos out, because there are those that need a lot more research. But also comment down below any other tips that you have for people that are beginning their weight loss journeys right now, because there may be things that I did not put on my list that I maybe forgot, or maybe you know more things that you would want to go ahead and talk about. Subscribe for more content about physical, mental, emotional health, or things that have to do with anthropology, mythology, fantasy, and anything else that I decide to do on this channel. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell and turn it to all notifications if you want to go ahead and get notified when I post. I try to post at the same time every day, but it's a work in progress. And I'll see you in the next video of whatever I make. And I will go ahead and end this by saying, Toki out.